The triple. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And stolen by Garcia. Here's Adebayo. .133 left here in the first quarter.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Pass to Lou. Back to Vassell. Here's Adebayo. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, the D has to show a little more resistance down there. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Vassell outside. From downtown. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Adebayo the screen. Rips it home after the terrific move.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Inside. Pass to Lou. Back to Adebayo. Over Williams. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And then Johnson with the jam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Pass to Holmgren. In close. Again, Los Angeles.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Outside Williams. Back to Davis. Davis using his size.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Westbrook, here we go. And finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
Outside Williams. Pass to Watson. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Left side Westbrook. And here is Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And standing on Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA. Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Here's Vassell. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That rim has a family.
And Brown over to help. Here's Johnson. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Williams scanning the floor. Here's Davis. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And the explosiveness, incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
And Davis sends it back.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
Here's Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, this is Westbrook at his best. So explosive and clever operating in the open floor.
Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this is what they want to do. Work for high percentage looks.
Right side Westbrook. Here's Camby. Buries it from three-point range. Camby's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Just a terrific decision from Westbrook there. He loves kicking it out to shooters.
Adebayo the screen. Vassell outside. Shoots over Turner. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Garcia. Out to Turner. Johnson left side. Picked by Williams. Nice move. And slam dunk by Johnson.
That's a dunk that would get some high score. You know Johnson put some time into that. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Johnson has worked on his ability to draw fouls, and there's no question it's made him a better scorer.
And Johnson drops them both.
The free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside, Garcia. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good job there of going on the attack and putting pressure on the rim.
Here's Lou. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Williams. His first shot coming late. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Any trip that ends with points is a great one.
Here's Arenas. And slam dunk by Arenas.
It's fun to just watch Arenas play. He's electric. Has his own style. What an explosive play right there.
Substitution for your Clippers.
Clippers leading by 5. Johnson outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
Well, over just a few years, Jalen Johnson has been able to transform himself into an offensive force. Give him credit for putting in the work.
He's perfect from the line this time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Lou, that's good.
And you could tell, even in warm-ups, he was primed for a big night.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Vassell wide open. Traps in the tray. Vassell's got 8 points.
Well, he drew attention inside and then kicks the ball out.
Here's Reddick. Again, Los Angeles.
And the touch, the accuracy, the assertiveness of Reddick is what allows him to drain these shots.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he anticipates the contact and gets in good position to get the call. That was just smart, tough basketball. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that one. You can tell what an intelligent player Davis is. Add that to his physical makeup. His potential is enormous. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Blue. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. 15 points in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Reddick. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Brown. O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Clippers lead by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The visitors with the ball. Outside Williams. On the wing, Davis. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Watson. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Here's Westbrook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Darren Williams.
At the line for 2.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Now Holmgren. It's blocked by Shaq.
aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
So, for the Clippers, it's stolen by Adebayo. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adebayo. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. A free throw off from Garcia. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Now Williams. Now Garcia. It's blocked by Shaq.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Yeah, he comes through with a timely bucket, answering the call for his team.
Now, Adebayo. O'Neal there for the rebound. The foul. Down he goes for three.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Now, Adebayo. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that shot.
Now, Adebayo throws it down. What an assist!
Well, Bam has this action down cold. He knows exactly where to place himself in the pick and roll.
Johnson with it. Adebayo outside. Knocks down the three.
Yeah, with the game on the line, Adebayo wants the ball and he delivers.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Adebayo.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Left side, Garcia. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, what a play inside.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And there's the foul. Goes on Evan Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Los Angeles foul. Francisco Garcia. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
I'm really dead. I think they mad cause they want a little static. I see it, I want it, go get it, I grab it. I got it in pocket, I feel like a lad. No, as a carpet, this must be magic. My bad like Jasmine. Don't try to play, I get jealous, I'm spazzing. I'm wishing they would like some yeah, but what are you doing? I leave them in dust. Popping it that they never could touch. All of my life they be calling me rough. I guess they had enough. I be doing too much. I guess they had enough of me doing it up. I been looking at friends trying to pick one to trust. Why say you love me when it was just when you just could have told me you just want. My bad, I could've told you I passed. They matched my foot on the gas, cause all of you goofy. None of you know how to act. Sad, one give you my last. Hey, something you never might have. Hey, I look at them and I laugh. Why I gotta tell you to go get it back? What do you do when I just keep it popping? I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it. They want me to stop but I trend like a topic. How could they fire on me? I'm the hottest. Then reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I speak like a prophet.